Hey, here we are, the official huge movie fanatics coming at you on YouTube. That's the World Wide Web, the internet, that's what we're on. We're here to talk about hopefully kind of a rather short subject, which can only be maybe one video hopefully. When did it come out? The Amazing Spider-Man trailer review. That's what we're here. It came out today?
Today.
What is today? It's
the, I don't know, the 20th?
July 20th, 2011. So he says the Amazing Spider-Man trailer came out today.
Yeah. That was breaking an IMDb anyway.
So we're here to talk about it. I think I'll let you lead off on the Amazing Spider-Man trailer review.
The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, let's just, before we discuss the movie itself, then our feelings about the movie itself, let's discuss the trailer. I thought,
well, how can we discuss the movie?
Well, like our feelings about
the movie,
the idea of a remake this close.
Okay.
My initial reaction was like, I was watching the trailer and I was like, cinematography on this is sort of taking a step up. It's more dark and gritty, which I guess is the Dark Knight influence on it.
Oh.
But whatever. Cinematography-wise, it's good. Like it starts with that cool shot of the landscape of New York City, and then it has the Peter Parker at sunset by the ocean, and that was kind of drawing in. It sort of ropes you in. It has it established a feel right away, right there, and then it sort of devolves into this essentially what looked like a remake of the original trailer to the first movie, to Spider-Man, and it's just like,
and you're thinking to yourself, this is only 9 years after this first movie, and we're having a remake of that movie.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was essentially my reaction. I was just like, must we? Like, I would have been fine with it, I think, if they hadn't gone into the origin story. And
in the trailer?
Yeah, even in this movie, the trailer.
You see him wherever he is, and you see like the spider coming down onto his neck or something, and you're like, this looks familiar.
Yeah. Not only does it look familiar, it doesn't look as cinematically
good,
moving as Sam Raimi's. Like, one thing you can say, let's say what you will about Sam Raimi's movies and whatnot, like the quality of them. One thing you can't attack is their visual style, and visually his movies are just spectacular, top notch. And Spider-Man is all three of them are just great looking movies. He knows how to use a camera
ever since his first damn movie, which we'll do a review of sometime.
Oh God, yeah.
He doesn't know how to not use the camera well. Sam Raimi can't not use the camera well.
Yeah, even in movies of his that aren't particularly good, the camera work is just stellar. And I'm watching this, and I've seen the Mark Webb is the guy who directs this movie. I think his name's Mark Webb. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I saw his previous movie, 500 Days of Summer, one of my favorite movies of 2009. And he's a very talented filmmaker, but visually he can't stand up to Sam Raimi as a visual filmmaker. So I'm hoping against hope that the storytelling in that movie, in this Amazing Spider-Man, is strong, if not stronger, than the original Spider-Man, which I quite liked. But like, if it doesn't hold its own to the original Spider-Man,
what's the point?
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything, because visually it's not matching it. You're seeing the shot of him running through the rooftop, and I'm like, Tobey Maguire did it better. Just saying. The special effects looked almost identical. The suit is the suit's different in a bad way.
It looked a little.
It looked more plastic. It looked more plasticky.
Then he looked kind of in the reflection. Yeah, I thought he looked good in the first three movies, though.
That's true.
Because I don't know, a superhero to me that doesn't have a little bit of muscle.
I'm fine with him because he's supposed to be like 16, so I'm fine with him being scrawny and whatnot. It's more relatable, especially to a person like me. But like it didn't have the flair that the original. Let's just compare the trailers. Let's not even compare it to Spider-Man the first movie. We're going to compare it to Spider-Man the first trailer.
I haven't seen the first trailer for a while.
But just imagine the trailer.
Okay, there it is.
Like, I mean, visually, the movies aren't holding up their own. There's no need for a remake at this point, especially if the technology hasn't advanced such that, like, the special effects look the same as they did in Spider-Man 3.
They look the same. You're not talking about Spider-Man.
Like even Spider-Man 1.
Right,
like
Spider-Man.
Yeah, like they don't look any different really, and I will say it did look a little CGI-y when they had the first-person shot of.
That's the one thing that I actually kind of liked, even though it might have not looked that great. Just the point of view thing was kind of cool way to end the trailer.
Yeah.
Kind of stupid and cool at the same time.
I will say this about the remake thing. Like Batman.
They'd like you to probably use the word reboot.
Reboot. Batman was rebooted in 2005, and I'm not a fan of Batman Begins. Like I have respect for it, but
You don't like Batman Begins?
No, I'm not a huge fan of Batman Begins.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm not a huge fan of the movie. I respect it, and I like what they did with the character and whatnot. But the reason that movie works as well as it does, I understand why fans like it. People make that movie work because it was an origin story of Batman, which years prior when Tim Burton made Batman, it wasn't really Batman, it was the Joker. And it was the origin story of the Joker. You never had an origin story of Batman, really. You had glimpses of it in Batman, you had glimpses of it in Batman Forever. You never had an origin story of Batman, how he got to where he came. In Batman Begins, you got that story. Spider-Man, you got that story. So in The Amazing Spider-Man, there's no need to go back and tell that story.
Well, yeah, it looks like at the beginning, though, they showed more about when he was younger, a kid, or you gotta go spend time with your... So
go back and tell the story of him when he was a kid and then jump to when he's Spider-Man, because the audience is already gonna know.
Yeah, when I saw that trailer and I saw the spider coming down and on his neck, I'm like, this is... Like right now, it's only 9 years after the first movie came out. And I'm like, what? We're gonna, remake movies every 10 years? I mean, it feels like the first one just came out.
Yeah. Really.
So...
I was 14 when the first one came out. I'm 24 now.
Wait, you would be 20. I would be fit. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Whatever. I was 14 when it came out.
Okay.
I was in,
Right. Okay. But.
So, like this is just completely unnecessary, I thought, and I was holding out hope for it being.
So
and I'm still holding out hope for it.
But the trailer, you gotta admit, the trailer kind of.
It was a thunderous yawn. Let's put it that way. Okay. Thunderous yawn.
We don't have to give the trailer stars.
No, I'm not going to give it a trailer. I give this 2.5 stars out of 3.
Is that a joke?
Yeah, that was a joke. But no, it's the trailer. I mean, see for yourself. But,
oh yeah, you can probably see it here on the World Wide Web on YouTube. Just type, I don't know what.
The Amazing Spider-Man
trailer. Put 2011 just for safety, but
it was just so bogus.
I couldn't believe it. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
We don't really think it's the trailer's much, so check it out for yourself and feel free to leave comments about what you think of the trailer on this site.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a great one.